We didn't leave to go to the library till 5:20. 4:20.
I'm never late.
Oh. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. Today, we're going to talk about the Reptile Expo and our new friend in the basement that I can't seem to find, but
he's always under the leaf.
And in the log. But yeah, so we're going to talk about the Reptile Expo. It was a 6-hour convention. It was 6 hours, but it was an hour there, an hour back. And we're going to talk about some fun things that we did.
Almost bought a leopard gecko.
Almost died.
Yeah, we almost died.
But yeah, it's whatever. We made it, so. It was a pretty stupid idea, but it was actually kind of smart. And we'll talk about that when there's more people here.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I don't think I'm going to do that again.
Bears will kill you.
I don't think we should do that again. Their next Capital, I think it's Capital District Reptile Association or something like that. Their next Reptile Expo is September 25th, which is the last day of the Keystone Clash, so we won't be going to that one. Because we're going to be in Pennsylvania from the 23rd to the 25th. So we won't be able to make it, which is alright. We didn't do bad at the Reptile Expo. I think we made like almost $200. But it was $100 for a table.
Yep. Not terrible. And it was pretty cool. Getting to see the different things, talking to a bunch of people.
Yeah. There was nobody we knew there except for Michelle Shores. She's a reptile person. We didn't know anybody other than her. So
she's an axolotl lady.
Axolotl. I probably said reptile.
And clownfish.
Clownfish. She had clownfish.
I think he does the clownfish. She does the axolotls.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
But we were set up. We had probably like 10 bags of stuff total. I don't know, something like that. 2 bags of orange Venezuelan Cories, 3 betas, a bunch of shrimp.
I love shrimp. Let's love shrimp.
And we sold all the fish except for 2 betas. And then we sold quite a few worm cultures, I think. I don't know. We sold a few of those. I know we sold some micro worms and some grindle worms and some vinegar eels. And then I had some orders that went out this week, so it was pretty helpful because I already had a bunch of stuff left in bags, some live food cultures left in bags. And I had to ship out 3 oatmeal worm cultures, and then I had to ship out vinegar eel culture, which is what I packaged up yesterday. I packaged up, well, the vinegar eels were already done, but I also had to package up Salvinia. So, yeah, I packaged up like a whole 10-gallon tank full, and now my dwarf water lettuce actually has its own tank, and there's no Salvinia or duckweed. Until one piece gets in there and takes over the whole tank again. But I had 2, maybe 3 other people interested in Salvinia because I'm doing like a special thing on Band where the Salvinia is free, you just have to cover shipping. So I have a couple people interested. Hopefully I can.
It's because I cleaned out 3 10-gallon tanks and got half of 3/4 of a 5-gallon bucket full of it.
Yeah. So there's a 10-gallon tank that has this much Salvinia all the way to the back. So I like to at least get rid of that whole thing because I have frogbit and red root floaters in there somewhere with the Salvinia, and I don't know where they went. But I gave my dwarf water lettuce a 10-gallon tank to themselves. So now I gotta do that to my frogbit and red root floaters. I don't know if I said hello to anybody, but Mystery Snail Guardians, hello. Levi's Aquatics. Hello. Steven, Jeremy, Sandy, Petroman, welcome.
Hello.
So yeah, so we were set up with shrimp and stuff. We sold all the fish, except for 2 betas, and then we sold some live food cultures. We got there at 8:30. It started at 10, so we still had an hour and a half. And my father and I pretty much were just running up and down the elevators.
Yep.
Like the entire time. I wasn't sitting at the table for a good amount of time. I was either standing like in front of the table because I was too lazy to walk around, or I was just walking around. But yeah, my father and I were pretty much just walking around the whole time.
Found a leopard gecko pair on it, but I didn't buy them.
They're $200.
Because I only brought $6 with me.
He spent $3 on
I
a bagel. He got hungry. Okay, let's tell
I
the.
got hangry. I didn't eat all day.
Let's hold on. Let's go to the food story. So my whole family was hungry because we were like a couple hours into this. So we were like, we kind of need food. So my father and I were like, okay. We were doing something. I forgot. We were doing something and we were already downstairs with the car. Oh no, we actually went to go get food.
We were gonna leave and get
Yes.
food.
We went down and got into the car because it had to be parked in a parking garage that was connected to the building. And we got into the car. We were like, okay, let's go. And then we pulled down to the lower level where you leave, lower level of the parking garage where you leave. And we were like, there are no open parking spots in this whole thing. And we already paid $8 to stay there for the day.
It was $8 to stay in that one, and it was
the whole day.
$25 to stay in the one next door.
Yeah.
So
we were like, let's stay in the $8 one. And it's connected to the building.
I'm not losing this space. I'll walk.
So yeah, we were like, we can't drive there, and we're all hungry. So, I called my mother. I was like, we're gonna walk, and we were in Albany, and I don't know if you know how safe Albany is, but it's basically no, it's not.
Don't go for a walkabout.
No, don't go for a walk. So we leave, and it's hot out. It's like, I don't know, 90 something maybe. I don't know. And I put in my Google Maps closest to McDonald's, and it was 0.2 miles away.
Mine said 0.7.
Okay, mine said 0.2. It was. I think it was 0.7 because it was like 0.2 driving. Whatever. And then we walked like this long way, and there wasn't a McDonald's there. So we just walked.
So we saw the egg. That was retarded.
But we walked through like the worst part of Albany. There were, not gonna go there. But there were some scary people just like
People
hanging.
sleeping in doorways.
Yeah, there was a dude sleeping in a doorway. There was a bunch of people that were just like standing in a circle. There were 2 dudes that were smoking on the side, and they had this pink little car with them. And I was like, let's get out of here. We gotta go. So we go to where it should be, and we see this big pool, this like big old pond, and we're like
Reflection pool.
on top of a building or something. I don't know where we were. We were like on a thing.
Yeah. There was no McDonald's there.
There was no McDonald's there. There was like this weird symbol with yellow things, but there was no McDonald's. But we walked up to the egg and whatnot. And then we found our way back. So we got to walk. We got like a mile and a half of walking. And then we got back and we were so tired. And we got up the escalator.
Still no food.
Still no food. And we were like, yeah, we didn't get any food, but we walked through basically like the ghetto to this McDonald's location. And then they were all angry at us. And I'm like, would you like us to go? And he said, would you like me to check underwater? Because I don't see it anywhere else. So, yeah.
So we walked on to Subway.
That was the only other thing that was within a mile. So it was like point something, 0.4, 0.7, I don't know.
0.4.
but we just had to walk down and take a left and then like another turn. And that wasn't as bad. We didn't encounter any scary people. We got to Subway and they didn't have any like Italian bread, so we just had to like wait.
Yep.
We walked up to a bus stop and then walked around. Literally everything else was closed. There was a donut shop, there was a bunch of pizza parlors that were closed down, and there was an ice cream thing. And they were all closed.
Everything was closed except for Subway. So we found food.
So yeah, we got Subway, but this guy doesn't really like Subway, so he didn't get Subway, and he went back and he spent $3 of his $6 on a bagel, put it in the little toaster oven, and it's toasting, and it's one of those things it moves and then it falls down at the back. But half of his bagel got stuck, so it was just sitting there like cooking in the back of the thing. And there was this one dude that was there, and he's like, all you gotta do is like hit it. He burned his finger, but he pulled the tray out and then he slammed it back in and it didn't go anywhere. So we just flipped the machine off.
I left it to burn. I sat down and ate my bagel.
Yeah,
Half
it
a
was
bagel.
cooking while he was eating his half burnt bagel.
Hey, Matt.
Half burnt, half a bagel. It was like black. That bagel was black. Dreamweaver Aquatics, New Look Austin, Geek Boy. But yeah, so that was fun. There was an escalator there. So
It's a really nice place.
it is. It's really nice, and it was nice and cold.
I had my knife on my side, so I actually had 2 knives on my side, so I wasn't really that nervous, but it was.
It was scary. No, we could have died. We could have died in Albany, and nobody would have found us. Literally, because it was just my mother and my sister that were watching, that were sitting at the table. So, like, they're not going to walk 0.7 miles to get our dead bodies. They'll just be like, they're gone.
And I had the keys to the car.
Yeah.
But really nice convention center. If they did a fish show there, it would be. I'm sure it'd be expensive for a table because I feel like the place is expensive. But they did put on a show. They had security. It has
The
its own.
security were so nice.
It has its own park garage and they use that just for the vendors. They had carts for you to bring your stuff in. They had a guy just running the big elevator.
The freight elevator.
Right, the freight elevator. And they really had things sectioned off so people had to come through the front door and pay to get in. Like they weren't taking any chances with people sneaking in or nothing. But they really did a nice job.
We had to show them our VIP bracelets like a lot because
they had
they
a
were
radio station there.
they were like, "Can you wait?" No, VIP.
They did an education center, and so it was pretty.
And they had food. And they had Fly 92.3, the radio station.
It was well thought of.
So, they had really tall ceilings and they had red and blue lights that like flickered the entire time. So not flickered like
Fade.
Like fade in and out. And it was like well air conditioned too. So like we were walking after we got done walking through the not dangerous place that we were in. We came back and it was like really cold, so like it was nice. And they had escalators, so me and him probably walked down them, well, rode down them, whatever, probably at least 20 times. So I just started messing around on them. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, there's a couple floors, so it would actually be. They could do quite a show there.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like, it definitely wouldn't be Aquashello or the Keystone Clash.
Oh,
What the hell are you doing?
unsubscribing.
Okay. It wouldn't be that big, but there was 100 and some tables
160.
just on that one floor. 160 tables just on that floor, and there was plenty of room. The walkways between the tables were very big.
Yeah, because there were 1,000 people lined up, just waiting until the thing opened, so then they could get in. And yeah, they had bright green bracelets, and we had the black and white VIP bracelets. So that was definitely nice. But there was a lot of people that came to the show. But a lot of people had similar stuff. A lot of people had similar geckos and snakes. There was a lot of snakes. But this one lady was interested in some of our green jade shrimp. And I don't know where I was. I think I took off. I don't know. I was somewhere, and I wasn't in the convention. I was like downstairs or something. I don't know. And my mother texted me, and she's like, "This lady wants some of our green shrimp in trade for a tomato frog." I keep calling it a turtle, but it's a tomato frog. He's beautiful. I already had coconut fibers made up because I was doing grindleworm cultures previously. So I had grindleworm culture set up. I had grindle coconut fibers. We set up a 10-gallon tank for him. My mother had gotten plants. I had gotten him a food and water dish, and I bought him 250 mealworms. I was gonna get him some cool colored isopods because the lady said that he might be able to eat them. So like I wanted to get him isopods because like they come in a lot of cool colors. I don't know. It's kind of weird because like I'm part of this band where this lady has a bunch of isopods, and they're actually cool because there's like yellowbacks, there's white, there's blue, there's orange, there's Oreo, there's white striped. There's a bunch of cool isopods, and I was like, okay, I bought 500, and I was wandering. But yeah, so that was cool.
Actually, that was the cool part. Because we got in there, they didn't let anyone until 10.
Yeah.
So they didn't let anyone until 10. There was a line of people, but we were already in there set up, so we were able to wander around and look at things and talk to people, and that was actually pretty cool to get to look at everything before the crowds came in. Because once they let the people in, it was until 4 o'clock. It was packed.
Well, about 3 o'clock it started dying down a lot.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say probably around 3:30, but yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. There was this one time I could have swore I told my mother that I was leaving, but apparently I just like walked away.
But it was definitely cool to be able to see and talk to the people while they were setting up and stuff, and then go back at the end and go, I should have brought some money so I can add that. But
You got anything in your headboard yet, Bree? I actually just took the fish out because I didn't like them in there. So they're up in that 10-gallon on the top left.
Too small and big tank.
They were, yeah. I lost some of them, and then I was just like, it's not. I'll just put them in a 10. I'll find some, like, other things to put in there. I had to move my bandit Cory babies, too. I'm moving them to a 10-gallon because I need their 20 high for green lasers that are coming from Alex. They're going to be here Friday. Yes, Matt. Alex is going to be shipping 5 or 6 green laser Corys on Thursday, and they'll be here Friday. So I'll need that tank for them. And Alex also just got CW23 red laser Corys. So I thought those were cool. He actually just did a raffle today, and I didn't know he was doing it, but it was one of his mini raffles, $7 a spot. So I'm kind of sad that I didn't get in that, but yeah, that would have been cool. because there's the red lasers and the orange lasers in the raffle, so I thought, that would be cool.
Yeah, I'll show.
I got
It's freaking lasers.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah, they were tiny. Too tiny, I think, for the 55.
Yeah, so I moved them into a 10 count, and now I had to move the bandit cores. But Alex posted a raffle, and the whatever they're called, like if you win, the choices are 12 gold lasers, 7 red lasers, 5 green lasers, 10 zebra auto synkless, 5 rare antenna whiptail catfish, and some other stuff. That's not important. Those are the red lasers. Not those ones.
Yeah.
Those ones. Aren't they cool?
Yeah.
Fine. Then I won't get them.
I don't care what you got.
You're a bully, you know that? Those are my...
I've been cold worse.
Those are the lasers. So he's got red lasers, orange lasers, and green lasers.
And some green things Sandy wants.
What green things? Green silver dollars?
So there. He had a raffle the other day. It was rare. I'm sure she got in on it.
Probably. But she didn't win. I know that. She'll probably say in chat what it was. But maybe it was the green silver dollars because I just saw them. They're pretty cool. We need a bigger tank for them. We can just get that 125. Or 90, I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it's like going to work. Coming home.
Do people at work hit you?
No. They're not that stupid.
I'm not that stupid, but I hit you after you won at a game. It was like Wii Sports or something.
It's just like
I also stole a socks once
come
because
home, get off TikTok.
let's see what-
I go to work. Get off TikTok. Do something.
he doesn't tell me that. I don't know why he tells me that because
What I actually did
he's
was-
the one that sends me TikToks while I'm at school, but I don't watch that much TikTok when I'm home.
I was telling her. I'm sure she does.
No, I don't.
That's all she
No,
does.
I don't really do that because I actually take care of my fish. Then explain all the stuff that I've done to my fish tanks recently.
Your mother takes care of when you go to school.
She does not do anything. She feeds her own fish. Half the time, she just tells me that she's not feeding my fish and that I have to feed my own fish. No, I'm not wrong.
Crypt keeper.
You just don't like to accept the truth. Hi, Crypt Keeper Aquatics. So you were saying?
I don't know. Hey, Daniken.
Okay, wasn't that
Kenny.
important.
Kenny.
Anakin, welcome.
Hope you're feeling better with your shoulder.
I am feeling better
I haven't been in.
with my shoulder.
My new schedule's got me up at 4:30.
You should not mess with that.
My new schedule's got me up at 4:30, so I don't get to catch your Sunday stream all the time.
You don't do anything on Sunday.
I want Bree to attend the live stream again. Please extend her bedtime to 12:30. Actually,
What time is the live stream?
10:30.
What day? Tuesday? Thursday? Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's literally Wednesday. Summertime. school gets out, not next week, the week after, I think. I don't know. I don't really pay attention.
Good.
But maybe after that, then I can attend one of his live streams. If it was on the weekend, then like I'd probably be able to attend because my bedtime's 9 at camp. But like sometimes if they're hanging out with their friends by the fire, then like sometimes we'll go to bed at like 10:30 or 11. So like yeah. I learned how to drive a lawnmower. If that helps.
Doesn't help me. Doesn't help my lawnmower.
Stop. No, you cannot say that. You know why? Because this guy won't let me fix up his lawnmower, his broken lawnmower in the backyard. He won't let me fix up the black one that I want. And he won't get another one, even though he's like, I need a second riding lawnmower. He won't get one, and he doesn't want me to get one. He's like, you could just drive the one I have. And I'm like, you can't complain that your lawnmower has more hours or mileage or whatever and has less gas because you won't let me get a lawnmower. Because he's like, I don't want to maintain 2 lawnmowers. You gotta show me how to maintain it so I can maintain my own lawnmower.
That'd be great.
Be quiet. So when it's broken, and I know you don't want to fix it, I'll just ask your friend that has the broken hand. Or broken foot. I don't know. But I could maybe not fix, but I could maintain my own lawnmower. And then I would have one, and then he wouldn't have to worry about his lawnmower. And I could mow lawns with my own lawnmower. And then he can mow lawns at camp.
Do you know where the hell we live?
What?
At Genepi. You can't even see our neighbors.
What? What about the neighbors?
Where are you gonna mow lawns?
I'll mow our lawn.
Then use our lawnmower.
But what if your lawnmower breaks? Or what if it's at camp? What if it's at camp, sir?
It's only gonna go to camp with me, so I can mow the lawn tomorrow night after work.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yep.
You can bring me with you.
I'm gonna go to camp and mow the grass up there so I can work on Friday.
You have to work on Friday?
Mhm.
Are we going up to camp on Friday? Are we all going up to camp on Friday?
Oh.
I have to clean Moses' camper. You should have told him that I'm cleaning it. Do you have off tomorrow then?
No.
Oh, because you said when you get home from work.
When I get home from work, I have to go up and cut the grass. And then
Work tomorrow.
work Friday. And then we will go afterwards.
That means you have to load up the lawnmower.
Yep.
Are you doing that tonight? Are you going to load it up tonight?
Probably. Hi, Didi.
You're going to load it on the flat trailer? But you have wood.
Nope.
You're going to put it on the dump trailer.
Put it on the dump trailer.
Can I do it?
Sure.
Last time, when I loaded up the lawnmower, he didn't even give me a warning. I was just in the truck and he was like, okay, go get the lawnmower. I was like, eh. I didn't know how to put it in reverse or anything. So he puts it in reverse and then he cranks it down the hill. And then I slow it down. And then I didn't make it up the trailer because it's like one of those, you fold down the thing and then you drive up it. But I was going too slow. So then he rolled it back and then he like cranked it up to like 4 or 5. And then I was zooming. And then I got scared, so I turned it back down. But then he gave me specific instructions. And then he was like, let off the brake. So then I let off the brake. And then it went forward. And then I put back on the brake. And then I let it off. And then I hit the trailer. Didn't leave a mark, though. So, you'll never know.
Just keep going until it sounds expensive.
I don't think it can
Throw a
sound
strap
expensive.
on it, send it.
See, this is the thing I don't understand. Because when you're done using it and I parked it on the side of the hill, I had to like press down the brakes and then like lift up something.
The parking brake.
Yeah, but I didn't do that when I was on the trailer. You told me not to do that. I said, don't I have to like pull up this lever? And you were like, no, it's already in park. It didn't have a parking brake on it.
You leave it in gear, it doesn't go anywhere. Plus, I put a strap on it.
But when it's in park, it doesn't go anywhere. Whatever. It's behind the barn now, right? Yeah. Dave, do those trailers run off propane?
Campers? Yeah.
Campers?
The camper trailers? Or the big trailers?
Camper trailer. The heck? It's a camper trailer. What's a camper trailer? What's a camper trailer?
Camper trailer?
Like
It's
a camper?
trailer.
What do you don't put the camper on a trailer. Are you talking about the camper itself?
The camper is on a trailer.
It is not.
Technically,
It just
itself.
has wheels on it.
No, that's a freaking trailer. It's a trailer frame that they built a camper on. Someday.
So we live in a trailer? I
Yes.
can?
Yes, we live in a trailer. So, hey, 3G. Jimmy Buffett said that.
I thought
I'm just glad I don't live in a trailer, but we do. See, that's why I'm not broke in the poor sense. I'm baroque. So it's like French. You could be like bougie.
I'm already bougie.
What I say here. Yeah, the campers, they're all, well, electric and propane. We switch back and forth,
Yeah.
but most stuff runs on
Something doesn't work on either propane or electric. I think it's the hot water in our camper.
hot water doesn't work on electric. Weird, huh? It's like we don't know an RV service technician.
Dude, this dude can fix hot water heaters. He can fix a leaky roof. He can fix whatever. But he won't fix his own camper.
I got the parts.
He's had the parts for years.
No, it's only been
A year and a half. Say a year and a half, at least.
No, it's been
Say
a
at
year.
least a year and
It
a
was
half.
last year I ordered them.
Last year of last year.
It still works on propane.
Yeah.
That's what we usually
But
use.
other people have issues and you're just like, gotta get it done.
They pay me money to fix theirs.
You get to live
I can
if
live.
you fix yours.
The propane works. Yeah, we run propane hot water. Propane heat.
There's this one time one of the campers got lit on fire because their fridge got hot and then like lit their camper on fire. It smelled bad. But I had one of my friends over. Actually, it wasn't my friend. It was my sister's friend. They were staying at our camper that weekend, so we went and checked it out. And it smelled bad. Burnt camper doesn't smell good. But then that camper went up and just like sat up in the boat dock for a while. I think Amanda's camper is still up there. There's this lady, Amanda. She got a roof through her camper.
Tree.
A tree through the roof of her camper. And yeah, her camper still sits up there. There's a bunch of trees up in the trails. I took the golf cart up there because I got bored and I had to finish my milkshake. So I was just driving around and I went up there. And there's a big tree blocking the main trail. Like you have to go up this hill to the boat dock and the trails. And if you keep going straight, there's this big tree so you can't get over there and there's a bunch of sticks. But then the other way, which is at the back of the boat dock thing, there's a tree down, but like if you drive at the highest point of it, you can still probably get through.
Nobody said anything.
Nobody said anything because they don't go up there because they're not bougie.
I actually enjoy what I do
Why?
in local Austin. I'm foreman on a highway crew, I get to pick my jobs for the most part. I run heavy equipment most of the time. And I really do enjoy working on campers. There are times by the end of the year, you probably won't hear me say that. But this year is shaping up to be not terrible yet.
He says that. He says that every year. Because we haven't been to camp the past 2 weekends.
Usually I have a list by now, like a long list. It's only a short list now of things.
Because we haven't been at
to do.
camp.
Right. I'll show up
We-
at camp and
We went up to camp for like 15 minutes or something. No, like 10 minutes just to eat pizza.
just to microwave pizza. And
Just
stuff
to
down our
microwave
throat.
pizza and eat it. And we were sitting on the porch, and this person pulls up, and they're like, something about a hard pipe and a screwy thing and whatever. And just people just like come to our camper. They just show up, and they're just like, can you fix this? Can you help me? But we weren't there the past 2 weekends, so they didn't need you. They probably called Bird.
They didn't. I guarantee you when I pull in there on Friday,
Someone will ask you, yeah.
people would be like, hey, Dave, while you're here.
Exactly, because people just do that. We haven't been at camp. We haven't stayed the night at camp, so nobody's asked him.
I like doing it. I actually enjoy doing it. It's fun.
We went to a bunch of different campgrounds because of that. We went to Ideal Campground. You have to go to Glen Hudson. He always has to go to Glen Hudson. And then there's Medcalf. Something else.
I'm expanding.
We should go to the beach this weekend. It's Memorial 4th of July weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, so we should go to. This is Memorial weekend.
I plan on going Friday and
Staying Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
unless I have to go to Ideal, I don't plan on leaving camp.
Ideal? Why would you have to? Oh,
A hot water heater.
not this weekend.
Saturday, whatever.
We could always go to the beach though.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain.
No Bree, no swimming. Why can't we go swimming? That's not right. You wanna know how stupid my social studies teacher is? Actually, I'm not gonna get into it because somebody's probably watching from my school, and they're gonna be like, Bree said that. I don't really care, but like, I'm not gonna get into political stuff because, one, my social studies teacher's like really stupid, and two, I'm not gonna get into it because it's political, and some people have opinions.
We switched our house over to propane.
We did.
We switched.
And then we switched propane companies.
When our furnace died, we switched to propane furnace, and then we recently switched because 500 gallons is the magic number. And we were only using, with just the heat, we were using like 200 gallons a year. So we switched the hot water to propane. So
What
hopefully
did we have before that?
electric.
And now we have a propane water heater.
Yeah.
And a propane furnace.
Yep.
Instead of a plug-in furnace.
Eventually it'll be.
We also have a wood stove. We have 2 of them, but the other one's going to come out.
Eventually we'll probably switch the dryer.
No! You just got the you just got the washer. You should get a top-loading one. Is the washer propane?
No.
Why?
Because it's just water.
Yeah, but like something needs to pump the water in. Why isn't that run off of propane?
Because it runs on a pump. It's water
Which gets plugged into the wall.
for electricity.
Exactly. That's my point.
I can run a propane line to the thing, but it isn't going to do anything
Wash
because
it with
it's
propane.
not actually what it does.
So you're gonna get a dryer that uses propane to make heat? To dry
the
it?
clothes. Yeah, eventually. Not in a
Get
rush.
a top loading one.
Why?
Because
So you can't.
you got you had a front loading washer and dryer, and then you got a top loading washer. So now you gotta pick up the clothes from the top and move them into the dryer on the side. If you just got a top loading one, then my mother can't put anything on the top of it. And also, you could just pick up the washer stuff and plop it right into the dryer instead of putting it in front, on the front.
Technically,
No.
that flat surface can be used to hold a fish tank. So if you
No.
get a top loader, that's a waste.
Do you want to kill the
tank
fish?
Space.
I get it,
And
but like
not to mention
the dryer shakes. The dryer shakes back and forth like 7 miles an hour. You cannot put a fish tank on there, otherwise they're gonna be like this.
it'll be like they can feel like they're in Hawaii with the waves.
I don't think the waves go like this.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's how that works. Sorry, I'm too smart for you. Get owned.
Smart ass.
No, maybe. Yeah. Have you ever loaded a lawnmower? Never mind. My mother hasn't. I have. You don't do the laundry, leave my laundry room alone. It's not. It's a fish room, actually. I have reason to say it's a fish room because half the freezer is fish food, and then
the freezer you almost can't get into because of the fish tanks.
Because there's 17 fish tanks stacked up. You also have to get the golf clubs. Don't remember the golf clubs.
I already did that.
Golf clubs.
I already did that.
No, I was gonna get them. When did you do that? When did you get them out?
Yesterday.
Seriously? Like actually yesterday?
Yep.
I was gonna get them.
You didn't.
Oh, because I couldn't reach them. Paul McCarthy, welcome.
I got them.
Use foam under the tanks, they'll be fine. Here you go. I wanted a gecko from the reptile thing, but I couldn't because I didn't have a room. If I'm gonna set up a 10-gallon tank to put somewhere for a gecko, I might as well set it up with a heater for Cory cats. You know why? Because I need another 10-gallon for my Cory cats. Actually, I need more than one 10-gallon. I need like 4, but like, I'm not gonna talk about it.
I don't need anything. Not my monkey, not my circus. Tough looking lawnmower. Dave, do you actually bring your fish to camp with you? No. No. We only bring the dog. The cats stay home. The fish stay home. Whatever else lives in this house stays here. Hey, Paul McCarthy. Yeah. I really like the leopard geckos. And there was a couple other ones I kind of liked. I'll tell you what, I actually liked them enough that I did research on breeding, carrying, tank size,
No, you didn't.
environment, stuff like that, and habitat.
Talking about the geckos. Because I was gonna have a 10-gallon tank for one gecko, but I have that 10-gallon tank. And I need another 10-gallon tank to go with that 10-gallon tank so I can split up my bandit cories. But I also need 2 more 10-gallon tanks so I can split up my black Venezuelans and my peppers so I can have that for red lasers because I just discovered these cool red lasers from Alex.
Don't get the red lasers in your cells.
Exactly. I can't get the red lasers because I don't have tank space. So maybe, my mother says that there's a bunch of 50 and 25 watt heaters downstairs. She's like, yeah, there's a bunch of them outside the fish room. I didn't find them.
Yeah, look hard.
I didn't find them. I gotta ask my mother. Top-loading lawnmower? Don't you have one? You have one.
I felt like you almost started to say that.
Oh, I probably did. What was I saying? Oh, I need a... Whatever. What was it?
You want more
Oh,
things?
I needed her to... A brown tin. What brown tin? The brown Rubbermaid bucket? Like the container? Because there's nothing in that. And it's kind of gray, so you're probably not talking about that. But, like, I need an exact location on this brown tin. Because I could put a 25-watt heater in one of those 10-gallon water bridges, and then I would have my 10-gallon tank that I need for growing out babies. But here's the issue. Feral. I don't like them.
The fish? Then where the hell are you getting them?
The 10-gallon water bridge.
No, that's not true. You don't like the 10-gallon water bridge because I had some cockamamie idea to put a 40 breeder under there. Now you're like, oh, you can have a 40 breeder.
You could have a 40 breeder there. You could have 2 40 breeders there. And then you could put Scleromystax and Goodeids in one. You could put all my orange Venezuelans and some whackfish in the other one. Yeah.
No.
Okay. But the Scleromystax and the Goodeids are a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a solid idea. That's a 40 breeder idea.
40 breeder.
You could. You know how many raffles my mother enters? She'll probably win a 40 breeder. And then I could have more Cory cats because you have Cory cats.
I have Cory cats.
I feel like all of the nice tanks
That's where the babies
should have Cory cats in them. Like, my mother was gonna put... She could still put Cory cats in her 40 breeder angelfish mini snowball coral red pencilfish tank. She could still put Cory cats in there. But my father, same thing, has purple Carry Tetras, blue Carry Tetras.
My daughter, my dumbass.
Or
Same thing.
Has blue Carry Tetras.
No, that's gotta be annoying if you have headphones on.
Maybe. It's okay.
So these are the things that are never gonna happen.
Be quiet. I'm telling them about your 40 breeder. I don't think that's gonna happen.
My 40 breeder's doing good.
So, be quiet.
That would be better.
Pink flamingo crypt. Be quiet. Flamingo crypt.
Was that English? Was that even a full sentence?
Yes. Be quiet. Pink flamingo crypt.
It melted. Finally.
Stupid. But he's got 18 or 15 blue Carry Tetras. And he's got 7 black Venezuelans.
Which one all these babies came from?
You pointed to a 9-gallon that doesn't have
I
Cory
don't know
cats.
where the hell it is.
What's up? That one, right there. You got it. Kind of. I guess you kind of point to all of them so you're not wrong. Any favorite camping destinations, or do you have this? Yeah. Or do you have the same site for the season?
Yeah,
We have the same. It's okay.
We have a seasonal.
It's okay. I'll get there. We have the
Oh.
same. What?
Yeah, we have a seasonal in the same
It's
campground. We've been
gonna-
there for years.
It's gonna be okay.
Actually,
Hold on.
I
Just calm down.
I just found out we've been there for 7 years.
That would be 2015.
Oh, gotta be. We got the camper in 14, 13, something like that.
You don't even know.
I have no idea.
So, if my father can stop talking, I was gonna say we have the same site for the season. So
That's
we
what I
don't
already said.
we don't go camping in different places. We stay in the same site. But we do like visit our friends around the campground.
And then we go to other campgrounds to work, and they get to roam around.
Yeah. I still want a go-kart or whatever, a lawnmower thing. My father, he complains.
You wanted a 4-wheeler.
No. I
Same.
still want a 4-wheeler. I'm looking for one.
I blame Sandy.
What?
She's like, I want a go-kart. I want a golf cart. I want a lawnmower. Just be happy with
All
what you
those
got.
dreams are
Shut
gonna
up.
come true.
Hey, Pebble. Did I
Because
say that already?
I was gonna have a lawnmower. My mother actually didn't disagree with me like she normally does. She doesn't want me to have a 4-wheeler. I don't get that.
Look, in
She
15
she
years,
was like, you can have a lawnmower. 15 years,
in
I'll be
15
like
years,
28.
when
So
I
be
walk away
quiet.
from this place, you can have whatever you want.
You're not walking away. You're staying right here. So
Running away.
stop. Be quiet. You take your Ford F-250 and go.
Yeah, man.
So yeah. Be
Make
quiet
it
for 2
drive.
seconds. So, my mother actually agreed. She didn't actually like agree, but like
She agreed, but
she was like, I guess I took it as she thought it was a good idea, because I was like, I could fix up one of his junky, ratchet old, like, lawnmowers that are back there. She likes the yellow one. I like the black one. The black one doesn't need a whole lot of parts. And like I could mow with it, and it'd be like my own lawnmower. That's like having your own car.
You almost don't understand that I'm not fixing up another
No,
lawnmower.
no,
to take care
not
of it.
you, not you. This is not about
I'm
you.
not doing it.
No, not you,
Not doing it.
not you.
Still not doing it.
I'm not talking about you.
I'll take it to the dump this weekend.
No, you will not. You will not.
If I'd want.
But then I can have like a lawnmower. But just wait till you get another riding lawnmower, and then I can drive the gray one.
Right.
But see, this is the issue,
Or you could drive the
because
new one.
you won't fix
the
up
gray
one,
one's up to
so then you have a second one. But you'll buy a new one. But then you don't want to buy a new one. But then you'll buy a new one. That's not new.
Things don't work the same in my head as they do in yours.
But you'll buy a different one. You'll buy one from Facebook Marketplace.
I didn't say I was buying one from Facebook Marketplace.
You're not going to get a brand new one.
You have no idea what I will do.
You will not. Because if you get a new one, then I'll drive the new one. As long as it has similar controls, then I can drive the new one.
I wish she was 24. That would make me
Why?
almost retired. And I could just get in my truck.
When I'm 28, you'll be retired. And I can have your lawnmowers.
Have whatever you want. You can
Exactly.
have whatever I leave behind. Be pretty much everything.
Which you don't have anything, so. But, like, see,
I'm not buying a $500 piece of shit to put more
Hold
money
on.
into and fix up.
I'm talking about 4-wheeler.
Or none of
Talking
that
about
shit.
a
No, you
4-wheeler.
weren't. You were just talking about lawnmowers.
Well, I'm changing the subject to a 4-wheeler now, so now we can talk about that.
Good.
See, my mother doesn't want me to get 4-wheeler, and I don't understand that, because she doesn't trust me with a lawnmower. She doesn't like the spinning blades on it. She doesn't trust me with it. She drives ones. She has drove one a couple times. So, like, I feel like I've already slightly learned how to do it. So, I'm going to do it. I'm going to learn how to mow. But, like, a 4-wheeler, like, there's nothing that could go wrong. There's literally nothing. Nothing that could go wrong. I've only had one 4-wheeler
I trust you
accident
more
in
with
my
the
life.
spinning blades.
I've only had one 4-wheeler accident in my life, and that was like barely anything. That's probably why I'm stupid, but it's barely anything, because all you do is press a button to make it go. And it seems so fun, because then you can drive up in the trails, and you can't do that with anything else.
Probably because kids die on 4-wheeler.
Yeah, see? Makes sense.
Yeah, you can't even buy the same style lawnmower that I have, so it has to be different.
No,
Almost everyone you buy now is
Then-
hydrostatic.
you'll have to teach me how to drive the new one when you get a new one.
Is it brand new?
Yeah, it'll be brand new. It'll be from Home Depot.
Okay.
You can pay it off with your non-paid off credit card thing. He's really bad with his credit cards.
Nothing can literally go wrong.
Yeah, I've only went into I've only gotten into one 4-wheeler accident. And that's because the seat on the back that I was sitting on flew off and then, like, it hit a tree. Well, like, that's barely anything because it wasn't even bad. I didn't even get, like, a scratch or a tick bite or anything that I could have gotten. You know? So, there's nothing that could go wrong, especially if I'm driving. Like, I don't know if you know, but, like, I'm
Nothing can go wrong with you driving.
I'm a pretty responsible driver. I am.
That's what I said.
Hold on.
One time.
Who almost got hit by a car the other day? Twice, actually.
Not a pre-breaker finger again.
That was volleyball. That doesn't even count. Okay, that's a whole different thing. Me driving a lawnmower or a golf cart, I am so good at it. Okay? The only time there's been like nothing that's went wrong. My sister hit a pole driving because she didn't know how to use the brakes. She said the brakes weren't working, but the brakes are fine. She hit a pole in our duck yard driving it the first couple times. You can't blame me because I never crashed the golf cart. I've almost hit someone, but I haven't hit someone, so it's nothing. But I broke my finger because of a volleyball that hit my finger. I forgot which finger it was. It was my pinky, but it hit my finger like really, really hard. And then I continued to play gym class. So, like, yeah. Like, what a rebel.
How do you play gym class?
I continued to play volleyball. I was like, ow, my finger really hurts. But I was like, I don't want to ask to go to the nurse because that'd be weird. So I just played volleyball with the rest of my 8 or 9 fingers. I just went like that. And then sometimes it would hit my finger, the ball would hit my finger, and it hurt. But then I sat through 42 minutes of science. And then I decided to go to the nurse. So, like, yeah. I don't think anything could go wrong because, like, the only 2 golf cart incidents I've had is my sister falling off. That's her own fault.
You already have a golf cart.
I'm not talking about golf cart. I'm just saying how responsible I am.
Talking about a golf cart.
No, I'm talking about how responsible I am.
Then you were talking about a lawnmower.
And then this isn't really an incident, but like the golf cart broke down because it ran out of gas. So I like parked it on the side of a hill.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
So yeah, so I'd be responsible for the 4-wheeler.
That wasn't ours.
What?
The golf cart that ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Ours runs out of gas or something wrong with it.
Because it doesn't have any gas in it. But yeah. I don't know. I would be pretty responsible with a 4-wheeler. I drove my cousin's 4-wheeler once. It's just one button. Makes it go. And a couple buttons, handles that make it stop. But like it's pretty much harmless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not pretty much harmless.
Have you ever crashed a 4-wheeler?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Well, I probably wouldn't. Have you ever crashed a golf cart?
Oh,
Or a
hell
lawnmower?
yeah. I got marks on my golf shoes from crashing a golf cart.
How'd you crash it?
The one guy drove into the side of us when we drove in front of him.
You probably should.
Probably should have done.
When was this? How old were you?
It was before you were born.
I get that. How old were you?
I don't know.
Were you like a teenager?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm responsible right now.
I was definitely of drinking age.
Sure. I'm more responsible now than you were when you were 20.
Huh.
21. Whatever the drinking age was. It was probably 18.
How old are you?
12. 13.
I already had a job.
Nice. I already have a job.
And in 3 more years, I was on my own.
Why? You have a father. You have a mother.
16 years old. They left. Matt's going live. Check it out.
They left you at 16 years old?
Yep, they moved to New York.
But then you moved to New York to chase after your dreams.
Of living in New York.
Being,
not being near them.
Being a highway department person. Alright, Matt's going live. We're going to end it.
Does anybody have the link for his thing?
Maybe try looking it up. We don't have all day.
This is your stream. If you got off your ass and did something
No, I'm gonna wait for you.
instead of running your lips.
You're a good moderator. You can do it. Well, everybody knows how responsible I'll be with a 4-wheeler. You're supposed to click on it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, paste it now. You could have clicked, not that one. You could have clicked the link that came up. You got this. Okay, it's in chat.
I didn't hear you. Did you say something? All right, everyone. Catches all over at Matt's or wherever you go. I know ADHD is live too, but see you all Sunday. Catches all on some other streams.
Are we doing Sunday from camp?
Probably.
I think so. Whatever. You'll find out. Bye, everybody. See you all Sunday. Have a great week. Bye.